Smile to Death, Chapter 1. Chapter 1 begins this very, very strange and I believe fascinating journey. A journey that I believe is crucial, is very important for the livings, for the people who live, for the people to realize the bigger story, the larger picture of the drama we call life. I believe that smiling to death is a way to approach the bigger story, and there's no way to do it without smiling. Because there are places in our consciousness, in our existence, that we cannot enter through intellectual tools, through logic. We need to go through some emotional, spiritual routes in order for us to be able to take a look and to connect there. The big problem, I would say, or the big mistake of humanity trying to address, or let's be frank, not trying to address death, is by trying to approach it through logic, through common sense. Well, it's not possible. We are not built to understand the things that beyond our logic, using our logic. But we are equipped with tools to understand and to approach these territories, tools that are coming from other parts of our being. And it begins with a smile. It begins with an attitude that doesn't involve too much fear. When you smile, you're not afraid so much. When you smile, you open your heart. You say, I'm interested, I'm intrigued, I'm fascinated, I'm smiling, I'm open to playing, to exploring, to adventure. This is the approach I'm offering you here to connect between the territory that we address as life and the other territory. That what I'm saying is not something that is awaiting for us for afterlife, but it's something that exists here and now, together with this illusion of physical world that we tend to believe that it is everything. Well, it is not everything, it is a part. And I am here to offer you a journey to look at the other parts that are involved in this life, are part of it all the time, a very important part of it. And as long as you cannot acknowledge this or approach it, you have a kind of life that misses many pieces of the big picture of who you are, of why you are here, and what you should be thinking or doing if you want a better life, a happier life, a healthier life. Well, it is connected to the places that are beyond our logic, but still are here and actually are influencing me right now. This is Smile to Death. Smile to Death is a 36 chapters journey, 12 parts, each part contains 3 chapters. And now we begin chapter 1, which begins the part 1, why should we smile to death? This is part 1 with 3 chapters. Chapter 1 says, because death is a friend and not an enemy. You know that we are trained, we are conditioned, we are educated to fear death. It's automatic response. There are many reasons for us to fear death, but I believe that beyond the reasonable reason for this, there is a conditioned fear. It is as if we don't want to know. It is as if we want to forget. We want not to be aware, not to see the big picture. And we created, as a culture, a constant fear, which is a kind of a constant wall between this part of existence and this part of existence. And through our skills of creating many kinds of separations, or how you call it, I forgot the word in English now, how we have this ability and tendency to make divisions, to divide things, to divide people. So we also divide life and death as if they are completely strange and different things, and as if death is something that we should fear, something that represents our failure to continue living, something that it is even a kind of an enemy, something we don't want to get. We don't want to get there because we believe it means the end of our existence here. And I'm saying no, it is a part of our existence. It is a friend. It is a place where our higher consciousness, other parts of who we are, they are there, beside us, inside us, all the time, blended in our experience. It is a friend. It is a friend that constantly is involved in everything that is happening here. It is a friend that is influenced by what I am doing, by my choices, by my creations, by my experiences. And after being influenced, it can grow and change. This place, yes, we influence death, and death influences us in return. It is a kind of energy cycle. I believe this is the way things work. Right now, as you listen to me, right now, as I'm recording this video, death and life are connected in me and also in you and also between us. I'm offering you a different approach. I'm offering you a new kind of game in which we communicate, in which we open our eyes to see that we are a part of something that involves life and death at the same time. It is not something that it is so divided, something that is waiting for us when we end this life. It is something that is connected to us right now. And if we really want to enjoy this connection, we should first smile. We should first smile so we can reduce the fear that creates immediately ignorance and avoidance from talking about this topic, from creating things around it, from listening to it. So I believe that right now, other parts of me that usually live over there in death are talking to me. And no, I'm not psychotic. I'm a psychiatrist and I know what psychosis is. They're talking to me through intuition, through passion, through emotion. And actually, we have a kind of co-creation, this part and this part. And once we become aware for this co-creation, we have a totally different perspective of this drama that we call life. It is as if when we don't know about this, when we are ignorant about the walls that we created around us regarding death, that we actually created a kind of a prison. But the prison that you don't wish to escape, you wish to stay. Do you understand? First you create a prison, you don't want to know, you don't want to see because it is too frightening. And I will discuss the reasons for this fear. But at the same time, you have no wish to escape this prison. But it is a prison. Because many of the nice things that life is offering us are there when we go there without dying, but with smiling and saying, well, I'm ready to look at the big picture. So when I'm open to this, I can open doors in the walls of my prison and go to a much, much bigger and better and more creative and satisfying place while I'm alive. But as long as I don't do it, I stay in my prison. This journey is offering you a way, first, to acknowledge this prison, and second, to understand that you can make some openings in these walls and see the bigger picture of who you really are, the connection between life and death. Smile to death.